Guys, I said I'd take a new updated video of my collection, seeing as it's changed a lot in the last couple of months. Should take about 10 minutes, so I hope you all enjoy it. Cheers. Here are those vintage blistered cards I just bought. Bought 100 and chucked all my spare vintage, or some of my spare vintage, onto them. I think they look really good. They worked out pretty cheap too. A couple of giants here, let me get in the room. It is pretty busy. Alright. Bunch of classics up here. Cool Battle Armor He-Man. All my pops, which I reckon look way better when they're out of the box. I actually hate pop figures, to be fair, but out of the box they're okay. Bits and pieces down here. That's a bunch of fake Lego. Halloween Skelly from Super 7. Mondo He-Man. These are incredible. If you haven't got these yet and can spare some cash, jump all over these. The box art's awesome. Heaps of accessories. And Mondo Skelly. He's even better. Real fabric cape. There's his vintage head. They look silly with the vintage heads on, but a few things down here. Bronze He-Man in the back. Got all my sort of extra spare vintage up the top as well. So if anyone's parting with some vintage accessories, hit me up. Bought another Starship Eternia just because I reckon they're alright. 200X. More 200X. 200X. Some Daubs down the bottom. Never liked those much. Books and bits and pieces. All the new loyal subjects. Thanks to Peter Sims. He just gave me a sorceress. Good dude. Some of the older ones. Possessed Skeletor in the back. One of my favourite cabinets. That's the extra flocked Argentina Mossman. Bought him from Lobos. Laser Power He-Man with a Repro backpack, I think. Legit Wonder Bread. Pretty cool. More 200X. More. Few bits and pieces down here. Hallmark decorations. Andrew Burnett sorted that out. Few things down the bottom. Bootlegs. A couple of those wall plaque 80s things. There's Man at Arms and Orca I don't have yet. Few spare classics just to fill this wall up a bit. Classics Grayskull. Awesome. One of my favourite things actually. NECA Scully statue. I basically stole that off eBay. Got real lucky on that one. The new Grayskull by Mega Constructs. This thing's excellent. If you haven't got it and can afford it, grab it. It's got 3,500 pieces. Took a few days. My Eternia Guard Army. Love army building. Thought it was a bit of fun. Some of my customs, which I find quite fun. Pretty cool looking Grizzlaw. Mostly part swapped with Mythic Legions as well. Just some more extra classics down the bottom. Some more classics, a few cars there. More customs. 200X He-Man's awesome. That Jitsu's pretty cool. Ninja, sorry. A few Snake Man. My Horde Trooper army. Love those. Snake Armor Fisto, he's pretty cool. That Trapjaw is awesome. Pink Jitsu. That's not a real Fisto. If anyone's got a real Fisto, I still need him. And the Jewel in the Crown. Everyone wants one of these now. I've had so many messages. Blizzlaw, made by the talented Michael Frush. Hopefully he gets on board and makes some more. Alright, let's move around to this side. Battle Cat statue, unbelievable. My favourite item actually. His eyes light up. And there's the Mythic Legions Cowrus, made to look like Battle Cat. He's awesome too. He-Man, Battle Cat, Battle Faker, Battle Armor Faker. Love him. Hordak statue. There's the He-Man that goes with Battle Cat. There's my latest. That's the sign made by Matt Spence. Top bloke. Hit him up if you want one. Good price too. Lights up. Real happy with that. My other Starship Eternia. $200X Grayskull. There's another 200X custom He-Man. I reckon they look real good. Eternia, which just came 2 weeks ago, also from Matt Spence. Just about complete. Just need about 3 or 4 bits. It's too big to fit anywhere in my house with the monorail set up. So it looks incomplete, but it's like 40 inches front to back to have the monorail on, so there's absolutely no chance. It's a bunch of classics that go down the wall there. I can't get to anymore. All the Filmation stuff from Super 7. These are the best figures. If you don't collect these, get on them. A few classics. How cool's the pose on Mossman? A few more Filmation. That Spycore and Merman are two of my favourite looking figures. I think they're really nice figures. All the pop shells. I've got a graded tongue lasher NECA statue there. Don't know why really. Not a big fan of NECAs. Although I've got a few. Can't fit them anymore, so Granomir. Christmas He-Man. I've got a spare one if anyone needs a Christmas He-Man, hit me up. Some NECAs. Don't really collect NECAs. A few of the He-Mans that have been done. That bronze one's a custom. You can buy on eBay. Laughing Prince Adam. I want to bust him out later, I think. Minis. Some of the spare weapons. I've got heaps of those. A few more classics. I've got a spare boxed Horde Trooper if anyone wants a Horde Trooper. There's the box minis. Rock and Sock 'em. Good fun for the kids. Some of the Giants. 200X He-Man. Very underrated looking figure. He's one of the best looking figures they've made, I reckon. Just wish they had been a bit bigger. few more giants. Epic battles in the back. How cool is that Skeletor giant? He-Man giant there. Alright, let's move around. Up here you can see that big Masters of the Universe 200X sign. Apparently that was an X-Shop display. It's actually Eternia's blocking Scully, but it's pretty cool. Battle Bones with a bunch of junk figures. Some of the better classics, I think. A couple Tealers. Love King He-Man. Love King Randor. The Ultimates, the first ones from Mattel, I think. Oh, I can't remember now. Snake Man. Weapons pack. More classics down here. Modulok's cool. Clam Champ's a real good classic figure. More classics down here. More classics. Green Granomir. Red looks better. I jumped on Green Granomir thinking he'd sell out in about 10 minutes, but they're still for sale, so didn't quite work. More classics. Cyclone's cool. Elo Los Amos. Shit from Super 7. They love making stuff and just stick it in a new package. Up the top, Clawful. One of the best statues they've made, I think. Try and get around here. I don't really collect these reaction rubbish from Super 7, but I've kind of hand-picked ones I didn't mind. Sick of all the repaint stuff. More classics. Ram Man's a beast. She-Ra in the back. Bobbleheads. Glad they only made 4. More classics down here. Ultimate Skeletor, the new one that just come out. More statues. Triclops, I just busted his hand off. Spion. I'll glue that later. Orko. Pretty cool. Tealer. Stuff up the top. More classics up there. I've got the Sorceress up there. Candy Hordak and a few other bits up here. More classics. More classics. Bits and pieces down here. Ultimate He-Man. The top. Good old Snake Mountain. Chains still fit, which is good. How cool is this? Trapjaw? He's a beast. Some of the vintage Horde. These are my vintage figures that I put aside. New Adventures. I hated these when they first started popping up in stuff I'd buy, but now I'm sort of getting it now. Vinyl stuff. The Barbara Streisand variant of He-Man made by Super 7. Some vintage rubbish down the bottom. Fran's Battle Cat. He-Man radio, pretty cool. These are my vintage, I think are my better ones. Okay, some random vintage stuff. Scareglow, everyone loves Scareglow. Talking toothbrush in the back. Alarm clock. Vintage collector case. I've got a few of these. If anyone wants one, I'll hit you up. Gumball machine, Grayskull. Some more vintage. There's Mr. T, soccer, Spider, with every leg broken, I think. Some 200X stuff. I pick up knockoffs, so I've got actually quite a few now. Vintage bits and pieces, couple of Rambos there. Shout out to a few of the good dudes to traders with as well. Chris Bryan's always fun. Tim Asaro. Andrew Burnett looks after you. Robert Hall. The Chiapello brothers, I think. That's how you say it. Mark Williams is a good dude. AJ Bartley. They all make the page. I reckon the best page on Facebook. Good fun. Custom Wonder Bread. If anyone wants a custom Wonder Bread, I'm going to get rid of him. 200X. More 200X. 200X rubbish down there. All right, up the top here, we've got the He-Man statue. Unbelievable. Skeletor, the same. They are crazy good. So is this She-Ra. Looks like her cape's just blowing in the wind. Exceptional piece. Evil Lynn. A costume piece for Hordak. It's pretty good. Another 200X Grayskull. I don't know why I have so many. Another quick look through the vintage. Big He-Man banner on the roof. There's the back of Grayskull. There's that robot dude. Webster just chilling. Talon Fighter. Had to take the top of him off so he'd fit in the house. And then on the back here I've got more of those vintage carded things. I need somewhere to put all my vintage, all my spares, so I love buying vintage figures, still lots of fun. I think that's about it. We'll have a quick look inside. There's that 200X Moon, not 200X, New Adventures Moon, I forget its name. Here, Giants, inside a Grayskull. Another New Adventures spaceship. Can't remember the name of that either. She-Ra back there. Procrustes. King Randor just chilling up there with Marlena. A few extra loyal subjects. Ninja just chilling, keeping an eye out up the top. I'll try and give a wide shot so you can get a good idea of when you walk in what it's like. So it's pretty busy. Peter Sims was just here and he thinks it's a bit crazy. Down this wall, forgot about here, I've got heaps of 200X. That seems to have, everyone seems to be not that interested in those anymore. There's Battle Cat up close. I feel like he's a pet. You almost want to pat it, it's so big. And you can see up the back there I've got all those 200X figures that run down the wall behind the cabinets. And then also up the back here I've got all the classics right down the walls. I've got to move to soon as well, so that's going to be no fun at all. All right, I think that's it, guys. That was fun. 20 minutes. I went as quick as I could. Let us know what you think. Cheers.